We all dream of having our own great hunting grounds. But in today's world, land nor money grows on trees. Here on the hunting grounds, we teach you cost-effective techniques of how to improve your very own hunting grounds.
Soybeans on average on a food plot are about 2.5 foot tall.
And pass on those traditions to our youth that are being lost. That's pretty sweet, man. Here on the hunting grounds, we don't just shoot them, we grow them.
Welcome back to the hunting grounds. It's summertime for a land manager. That doesn't mean going inside, sitting in the AC, sitting back in the recliner and relaxing. That means getting out, managing your food plots, planting food plots, managing your wildlife for the upcoming seasons. Speaking of wildlife, deer are loving our Eagle Seed Soybean food plots. And let's take a look at the proof. Planting food plots require a lot of work. Soil preparation, moisture, and timing is everything. Now here in northwest Arkansas, this spring we had a lot of floods. And our Eagle Seed soybeans like the temperatures of the soil to be about 60 degrees. And right before we got the spring floods, conditions for planting our soybeans were just right because we were fixing to get all that moisture and the soil temperatures were just perfect. And so sometimes as a land manager you got to spend late nights making sure all your seed's in the ground so when that rain hits you get that adequate moisture on top of your seed. Here's a quick tip for you guys. Whether you have large food plots or small food plots, utilization cages I believe are essential to have in your food plots. Now they're relatively inexpensive to build, whether you have wire around on your property or you want to go to your local farm goods store, go and just buy a bundle of wire and make sure there's a top on it and make sure you stake it down because deer and other wildlife will get in there if they can. But you can tell this is essential because you can really tell the amount of browse that the wildlife have had on this food plot. Without this utilization cage here, we would have nothing to compare it to, and a lot of times you can tell something is browsing in your food plot, you just can't tell how much. Well, this is an easy tool to have, it's relatively inexpensive, and it's great. You can see the deer have already eaten, a good 8 to 12 inches off of this food plot, and that's something we would have never known if we didn't have this cage here. We can tell the Eagle Seed soybeans are working on our food plot, so be sure to check them out at eagleseeds.com. I can hear the thunder rolling in, so I think it's time for us to get back inside, so make sure you follow us on www.thehuntinggrounds.com. And that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you stay tuned in for our next video, and as always, have a better than average day.